Most people use AI every week now, but most people still do not know what it is actually doing. The two ideas that explain almost everything are LLMs and tokens. And once you get those two things, you understand why work is changing so fast. What if the biggest shift in work right now is not another app, but a machine that can work with language itself? Hey, I'm the digital avatar for Hendrix Viera from Spin the Block Studio. Let's make this simple. An LLM, or large language model, is an AI system trained on huge amounts of text, so it can understand patterns in language and generate useful responses. Most modern LLMs are built on transformer architectures, which are especially good at handling sequences of text and keeping track of context. The easiest way to think about it is this. An LLM is like super autocomplete that got really, really good after reading an enormous amount of human writing. Now here's the part that sounds small but actually explains a lot. LLMs do not read text the way we do. They break it into smaller chunks called tokens. A token might be a whole word, part of a word, punctuation, or even a space, depending on the text and context. So a word like darkness could be split into smaller pieces. Inside the model, each token becomes numbers the system can process. Why does that matter so much? Because tokens are the unit the model actually works on. Your prompt is tokens. The model's answer is tokens. The size of the context window is measured in tokens. And in many AI systems, usage and cost are tracked in tokens too, not plain word count. So when people talk about model limits, speed, cost, or memory, they are usually talking about tokens whether they realize it or not. That is also why LLMs are so impactful right now. Once a machine can work with language well, it can help with a huge share of digital work: emails, reports, research summaries, customer support replies, documentation, marketing drafts, code explanations, meeting notes, first drafts that used to start from a blank page now start from a prompt. And the evidence is starting to show real productivity gains in specific settings. Stanford's 2025 AI Index says early gains from generative AI are becoming measurable in specific tasks. An NBER summary of one well-known study found customer support agents using generative AI saw nearly a 14% productivity increase. Microsoft's 2025 Work Trend Index reported that nearly a third of leaders said AI saves them over an hour a day. So how does that change work in practice? It shifts work away from pure blank page creation and toward direction, review, and judgment. Instead of spending the first hour trying to draft the perfect email, report, or plan, people can start with a solid first pass and improve it. The human role becomes clearer. You decide what matters. You frame the problem, you check the facts, you refine the tone, you make the call. AI helps with the heavy lifting, but people still bring judgment, context, and taste. That is the real shift. We are moving from a world where software mostly waited for commands to a world where software can collaborate through language. And because language touches almost every digital job, LLMs are starting to feel less like one more tool and more like a general-purpose coworker. At Spin the Block Studio, that is the practical lens. Use the model to compress the repetitive parts of work so more time goes into clearer thinking, better systems, and better decisions. So here's the takeaway. An LLM is a machine trained to predict and generate language. Tokens are the small chunks of text it uses to do that work. And together they matter because language is at the center of modern business. Once you understand that, AI stops feeling like magic. It starts feeling like infrastructure. Follow Spin the Block Studio for clear, practical breakdowns of AI workflows, tools, and systems without the fluff.